What's up, beautiful people? Hope you're well and loving life wherever you are in the world. I'm about to play basketball. I'm over here by the court at this beautiful park, and I want to make a quick video beforehand about creativity and the way that it's impacted my life in the most positive of ways that I can't quite explain or put into words, but I'll do my best right here. And I'm making this hopefully as something that can help other people because I laugh just thinking about it. It's amazing the swing that I've made from being so depressed and feeling the gloom and doom of impending loneliness and lack of worth and lack of purpose. And then when I get into the creative flow, it's like an antidepressant. I've never taken an actual pharmaceutical antidepressant, even though I've been super depressed and I've been suicidal and feeling like all hope is lost. But putting myself in a creative space, even just for a little bit of time, even just 15 minutes every day, if not longer, but minimum 15 minutes, changed my life. There's something that happens when you step into this creative portal, whether you have intentions of being famous and sharing your creations with the world, or just being creative to be creative, which is what I'm intending, is just to be creative, just let that inner child flow. Regardless of why you're doing it, the most important thing is that you're doing it, that you're taking action and you're being creative, because we all have this inner child within us that wants to express, that wants to play. And who says just because we grow older, some of us grow facial hair, just because we have to pay taxes and we have more responsibilities in our life and things that are expected of us by society's standards, doesn't mean that you have to stop playing. And I can't tell you what your creativity is going to look like. I can't tell you how to express it. But I know that you have something in you. We all have it within us. And the fundamental aspect of it is playing. It's just being okay with playing and being light and enjoying life. And that's why when you see kids in the sandbox or with their toys, or even if they're alone and they don't have access to any of these toys, they're gonna still, more often than not, make something happen with their imagination. They're gonna let loose and find ways to entertain themselves. And it's a sad fact that a lot of us, at least in Western society and culture, have deteriorated our inner child to the point where we forget what imagination is. And a lot of us call it silly and unfocused. And we want to medicate certain people from a very young age who have a very hyperactive imagination. I just disagree. And I've found that I'm the happiest when I'm making something, when I'm writing, when I'm rapping, when I'm singing, when I'm filming, when I'm editing. And the biggest battle is procrastination. So if I can consistently look procrastination in the face, maybe it'll take an hour, maybe it'll take a whole day for me to finally say, you know what, I'm gonna grab your horns, this figment of my imagination that's blocking me from tapping into who I wanna be and how I wanna play, and I wrestle with it, but really it's not a wrestle, it's just do it. It reminds me of that saying that the heaviest weight at the gym is the front door. And that's true. Once you get in the gym, you're like, well, I'm there, everyone's working out, I might as well work out. It would look weird if I'm not working out. It's an energetic capsule for doing that thing. And so if you can put yourself in creative spaces on a daily basis or a nightly basis, it will do so much benefit to you and to your spirit. I'm just letting you know, this is my personal experience, and everyone that I know who's creative. If you're going through depression, heartbreak, if you're having health issues, maybe financial challenges, you can put those obstacles, those struggles, those, or as I like to call them, positive challenges, growth-inducing challenges, into your creativity and allow it to give you a spark, something to talk about, something to find solution within, and then other people can empathize with what it is that you're experiencing in this moment. So for me, at least, that's been a major blessing, and I just wanted to share this with anyone else that might be going through something right now, and just let you know, even if you're not really going through heavy shit and you're just feeling like kind of like neutral and stagnant and you don't really know what to do in life, and you're kind of like, I'm doing okay, maybe you're making good money but you're not really fulfilled, start writing, start building with Legos. Do something that if you were 8 or 9 years old and you had enough money that you could buy that thing you want to do, then do it. And you don't need any money to be creative, by the way. You could be alone. I did this last night. I went to a friend's birthday party. I showed up late because I had some commitments, and everyone had already broken down. Most people that were playing instruments had left. It was at a beach, by the way. And so it's only 4 of my friends and myself. And they're just in the dark, basically, at the beach. Everything is broken down, and we just start freestyling beneath the stars, a cappella, no instruments. And the beautiful prose that came out of everyone in the flow state, just with nothing but the ocean in the background, a little bit of wind, looking up at the Milky Way, was absolutely mind-blowing. It was magnetic, and this palpable static was in the air that we were having fun and we were creating, and we were just letting our inner child just flow, and we were being goofy and funny and then deeply philosophical, letting the poetry come in whatever form it needed to. So I'm not saying you need to rap, you don't need to do anything musical, but that was an example of, wow, I got my creative outlet last night. I wanted to go home and work on something else. I wanted to record, I wanted to write, and I ended up getting that outlet through just jamming with friends with no instruments needed but our vocal cords. And so I could give a million other examples, but I love you. I hope you're doing something that brings joy into your heart, and that is a service to other people. Remember that. Being your greatest version in this moment and being playful and following your excitement is a service to everyone else around you, whether they know it or not, because you're being an example of what they can be as well by following their own heart and listening to their inner child. All right, blessings, more content to come. I will see you soon.